Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a little late going live, but I'm trying to figure out this new systematic StreamYard thing. Ah, wait for a few people to get in if anyone comes in. A lot of my viewers are from the United Kingdom, so I didn't announce I was going live. I didn't give any notifications out. But this here is basically a test for my StreamYard. Yeah, I have to figure out. Oh, somebody came. Who's that peeping in my window? Pow! Nobody now. Yep, pretty relaxing Sunday here in Canada. It is as cold as a mofo right now. Snow is just on the road then, and I got a 4x4 all-wheel drive, and still scary on the roads, man. Doing 120 over a bunch of snow. That could be a little hard on the nerves, you know what I mean? But waiting for a few people to get in here. Now, I gotta try to figure out too. Okay, that's how you do. You go like that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Figured that part out. Flacco, how you been, bro? Eddie Murphy Jr., that's me, bro. I'm here, yeah. I just, Perp Slayers, how you been, bro? How you been? It's Eddie Murphy Jr., yeah. I'm gonna change my, the Perp Slayer thing. That was, I was in someone else's on some StreamYard, so I guess that's how it stayed, right? Oh, I'm still around, bro. I'm still around, bro. Still kicking. I haven't heard from White Mike though in a while, bro. I wish I could hear from White Mike, man. I always White Mike was a good friend, man. I'm sure he's doing good. I'm sure. Usually when I pop up around YouTube, he hopefully he sees me, comes back around. It'd be good. How you been, bro? How you been? No, I closed down, bro. The economy up here is total trash, bro. It went from $4 for a pound of cod all the way to $12 for a pound of cod. So I was making good money off it for like 10 years. So I figured, what do I do now? Like, spend the next 5 years giving the government money and just go digging myself a hole. So I sold everything off and just started another life, bro. I got a few little online businesses going, enough to keep me going. That's why, but I'm going to go back at the food trucks, though, right? I'm not going to do a food truck. I'm going to do a food tent. Because when you do food trucks and even restaurants, the biggest part of building a restaurant is the exhaust hood. The same thing with a food truck. It's the exhaust. You know what I mean? The exhaust hood. On my food trailer that I had, it cost me, I think it was 60,000 to build it, and 35,000 of that was the hood. The other 12,000 was the electrical, right? Yeah, bro, it is crazy. I went from at one point, bro, pre-COVID, we were doing really, really well. During COVID, we were okay. After COVID, we were good. But when this carbon tax they added here in Canada, so they hit you on the heat, they hit you on the food, like everything is just so crazy because we're paying a cost on pollution, and they've actually now raised the tax 4 different times. It's going to be 5 more times, bro. Like a farmer usually pays like 20, 30 cents a liter of gas so he can produce cheap food, right? They're paying almost $1 a liter, bro. 80, 70, 80 cents a liter. So the cost of everything has gone crazy. Like for me to put out a plate of fish and chips, right? When I first started, it was 9.99. The highest I went up to before I moved out of Stony Plain and went to the bar with it was 12.99, and even in the bar, the highest was 14.99, right? But it's crazy, bro. Like for me now to start up a store, I'd have to pay nine. I'd have to charge people almost 17, $18 for a one-piece fish and chips. Who can afford that this time? You know what I mean? And so what happens is less and less people come through. Exactly, it's robbery, bro. And I decided I'm going to close down and wait for the government to change. I'm sure it'll go back to $4 or $5 a pound again. But like, think about it, bro. From $4 a pound to 12 in 1 year, like that's crazy. The oil that you cook it in, the deep fried in, that was 19.99 for 4 liters. That went all the way to 43.99, bro. You know what I mean? Everything from the salt, everything, bro. It's just like, and that's what it is. You feel like you're robbing people as a restaurant owner. Like every restaurant owner right now, even Red Lobster, they can't do it. They're basically just barely staying. Even McDonald's, man, the amount that they even them their cost has gone up. If McDonald's used to have a 160% markup, I bet you right now they're down to an 80%. Everything like I used to have like a good 60% markup, man, and make good money. You know, every dollar I'd put out the door, I'd make 60 cents back on it. That's good money. And the healthy food is getting real higher price. So it's like it's I don't know, man. You're from the states, right? Or states. In Canada, it's just like you guys don't have. We're the only ones with carbon tax, and the carbon tax. Yeah, even great. Yeah, man, Florida. Well, yeah, you know, I bet you it's probably cheaper to live in Florida than it is in Canada right now, man, because it's crazy up here. Crazy. It's like you go to the store to buy groceries, and what you go out, you spend like $150, man. You look at what you got in the grocery cart, it's like, wow, man. You know what I mean? And then you got to work your rear end off. You know what I mean? To even make ends meet. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Everyone's moving to Florida now. Yeah, that's because of DeSantis. Same here. I live in Alberta, right? So we're like the Texas of uh, of Canada. We're Alberta's conservative. So our premier, like our governor, will be your state governor. Our premier, yeah, she doesn't have. She is a woman, Danielle Smith, and she has nothing to do with Trudeau. She won't even talk to Trudeau. They hate each other. So we're Alberta. Basically, at one point, we were so rich in oil, we used to pay all the other provinces. We used to give Quebec $60 million a year, and when it came to the Keystone Pipeline, Quebec said, "No, you can't build it here. We give them $60 million a year." Alberta, right? It's crazy, bro. But Alberta gets this bad thing. Like Neil Young came here in a helicopter, and like we didn't. Honestly, our radio stations around here for like 5 to 10 years wouldn't even play a Neil Young song because he came up here and hated right on our oil. Yeah, Toronto's really bad now. Oh my God, Toronto is the worst of all, bros. Like I think right now for a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto, Ontario now is like $2,500, bro, for just a one-bedroom. A bachelor is like 2,000. Crazy. For like a two-bedroom house, you're looking at almost 3,000. For a three-bedroom like nice condo, 3,500. Right where I'm to, you're paying for a two-bedroom about 1,500 a month, right? And houses, the housing market, it's they can't build the houses so fast enough, so they're going. You know what I mean? People are selling gingerbread houses. You know what I mean, for a fortune now, right? It's sad, bro. What what these people have done to the economy in America and in Canada. It seems like they're the same bunches in there, right? With this World Economic Forum and this cost on pollution. In Canada, we hardly have any pollution. And the 401k going down, yeah, yeah. Money just separating. It's all going, bro. It's. You know what I mean? The collapse. I don't know if it's gonna collapse. I'm praying that office government changes here in Canada. But right now, like they're trying to turn us all Canadians against Trump, saying Trump's doing this tariff. But the only thing is, Trump don't like Trudeau, because Trudeau was probably telling him, okay, well, you got to pay a carbon tax, and he's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Trudeau thinks he's a lot smarter than everybody, but in hindsight, he's just a drama teacher. So all he knows how to do is gaslight people and tell you things that are not real. And sadly, that's what we have running our country right now. Someone who's gaslighting us every day. You know what I mean? And Pierre Poilievre, his campaign is basically ran on common sense. You know what I mean? Well, Florida got Ron DeSantis, who's kind of like a Pierre Poilievre. It's I don't want to say it right wing. It's like I don't know. I don't follow politics. I just what makes sense to me makes sense. You know what I mean? If you're going to help me put food on my table to feed my family, well, I'm going to listen. But if you're going to tell me all this bullshit to prevent me from putting food on my table, well, I don't want to listen. I'm going to go the other way. You know what I mean? And that's what this government has done to me. You know what I mean? They had made me close my business down, because if I didn't close my business down, I would end up owing them all the money. They would have owned my business within 6 to 7 months. I wouldn't have been able to pay rent no more. Problem is, they're not making Canadian made products like manufacturing. Like you said, it's tough to keep a business going. Yes, it really is, bro. It really is, because people are not buying like they used to. You know what I mean? Like you look at farmers markets and stuff, they must be really hurting. Because the people even go there. Like, do they have the money to even go to farmer markets anymore? They were really big. When I first started my business, that's how I started my business. First was doing farmers markets, selling frozen seafood. You know what I mean? I had some deep freezers, and I'd roll them in and plug them in, and you know what I mean. And me and my family, that's what we would do. We'd go everywhere selling it, right? And the best thing is about that, there's no taxes on that, right? The government actually pays you back. But it's just so crazy now, bro. Like and that's the thing too. If we manufactured here, you know what I mean. I think creates. I think manufacturing creates more jobs, especially with cars. You know what I mean. There's some stuff we cannot manufacture here. It just well, to be honest, the manufacturing in China has changed the scope of business so much in like the last 10, 20 years. It's hard for us to go back to it, right? It's even a lot of money to get y'all fishing boats. Oh, right now, bro, a fishing license is probably get $1 million